All right, welcome in, everyone. It is Dom Time, coming to you from the new convention center in downtown Philadelphia. That Lisa of Newtown was a fraud, we believe, and we're going to have on the state some person working the Romney-Ryan campaign at about 11:05 or 11:06, and they'll tell you what to do in Bucks County, where to go, and how to be engaged in this. And I think they're fired up and they're heartened by the poll that we just talked about. Now, one of our hosts is with us. He is the Marcellus Shale Coalition Chairman. Dave Spigelmyer joins us in studio here at the convention. Dave, thanks for having us, and thanks for a great convention.
Yeah, really glad you're here. Our members, our exhibitors, we're all pleased to be in Philadelphia, and great to talk about the benefits of shale gas and what it means not only here in the Commonwealth, what it means here right in eastern Pennsylvania.
I haven't seen any. I came to the convention and I got a fracking shirt. I haven't seen any of those around. But I do see great exhibits, and they're talking about now how this is actually coming down to the consumer in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, absolutely. On the fracking side, we've been fracking natural gas wells right here in the Commonwealth since 1948. The technology's sound. It's highly regulated. And we try and operate under a very open window of transparency in the industry to make sure that the regulatory environment is such that the benefits of shale gas development can be realized by every consumer here in the Commonwealth. If you take a look at the PUC stats on savings on natural gas commodity rates over 2008 to today, it's an average of $600 to $900 a year for those that consume natural gas for heating their home, cooking their food, drying their clothes, heating their hot water. Those are real consumer savings. If you start to think about the fact that natural gas is the last dispatch fuel for electric generation and sets that price, the savings is exponentially more. When you start thinking about a couple of years ago, PUC was preparing consumers for rate caps coming off.
Right.
Natural gas is now being used in electric generation, saving consumer hundreds and hundreds of dollars annually. On the manufacturing side, it's millions and millions of dollars.
And I think, Dave, we just saw open up, I think it's in Falls, I know it's somewhere in Bucks County, there is for people that are able to use natural gas for converting vehicles. We're going to start to see that. I'm sure it's a little bit down the road, but the governor talked about that last night with me.
Indeed, and I drive a dual fuel capable vehicle able to run on natural gas. Our focus right now is to make sure we get the refueling infrastructure in place so that consumers can make those choices to go to natural gas. That if you're buying it in your home, if we have a home refueling system, it's probably less than $1 an equivalent per gallon. Where you have to develop a commercial facility, it's probably in between $1.50 to $1.80 an equivalent per gallon. But boy, it's a whole lot better than paying $4 at the pump today, and it's a whole lot cleaner. The performance of the vehicles are just as good or better, and your tailpipe emissions are nil.
And I've seen, too, there was a story recently. I followed all this state minutia because of the governor's show. The impact fees that were placed on Marcellus Shale turned out to be much better for the taxpayer, much higher. There was a lot more money collected, just came down in the last couple of days, indicating that this is putting back all the dislocation, whatever is necessary with the roads and everything else that's there. That's being met in spades.
Yeah, in fact, that's probably the big fallacy out there is folks were making claims that the industry wasn't paying as they go. And frankly, this money isn't going for fixing roads. Our industry is already committed through road use maintenance agreements with state and municipalities to replace and prepare and repair roads after our use. My company, I work for Chesapeake, we put $159 million last year in roads in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. That's beyond the monies we put into the impact fee, which the collections here in the Commonwealth were $205 million that are going to be shared not only at the state level but also at the county and municipal level in the areas where gas is being developed. For folks in Philadelphia where they don't enjoy shale gas development, the benefits are being realized here as well. When you start to look at the refining capacity, looked like it was going to be going offline here in Philadelphia. Marcellus industry, shale gas development in the Dakotas meant a big, big difference for Philadelphia and being able to keep those refineries and facilities here in Philadelphia in place.
And people here get the big picture, too. Corbett and what you guys are doing, this energy independence, and Pennsylvania being right in the center of that universe for every modality. This is probably our biggest. It's kind of like, I think somebody in your field, Dave, said it's like Saudi Arabia sitting on a lake of oil. We're sitting on a lake of natural gas.
We have the second largest deposit of natural gas in the world. When you think about the fact that America burns about 20 trillion cubic feet a year,
right,
and we have 500 trillion cubic feet available in the Marcellus. Add on the Utica, it's substantially more of what we got not only in natural gas, but natural gas liquids that are used in petrochemical plants, used in feedstock for gasolines and those type of things. So the opportunities are enormous. The benefits are being shared by all. And we think that shale gas is a revolution for manufacturing in the Commonwealth. Start to think about the fact that we were a powerhouse in manufacturing. Start to think about low energy costs and how important that is for the regeneration of jobs in the manufacturing sector. Let's face it, the real benefit of producing that natural gas here in Pennsylvania is to be able to consume it here in Pennsylvania. So that's what we're working with the governor, and I think he's got the right approach, that we need to develop manufacturing base, a redevelopment of our manufacturing base, or a renaissance in manufacturing base right here in Pennsylvania and right here in eastern Pennsylvania.
Absolutely. Is there a website where listeners should go to with all this information?
MarcellusCoalition.org is our website. We've got the Shale Gas Insight website as well, so people can see what's going on right here in Philadelphia. It's an exciting time for us to be here. You know, the Convention Bureau said that they looked at what our attendance was. It's going to mean $5 million of economic benefit to the city of Philadelphia while we're here in town the last 3 days.
All right. There's
really
big
good.
shale money here in town.
Yeah.
I know, because we had the Democrat on who was critical of what it was like. You couldn't get his seat in the restaurant. And I said to him out there in these various counties of Pennsylvania, that's a good thing.
That sure
I think
is.
the
There's a
restaurateur is pretty happy that they're flooded with people that want to come and eat and can afford to eat.
Yeah, we need to do this safely, and we will. We're working to make sure we have a high and robust levy of regulation in the Commonwealth, working closely with DEP, federal regulators as well. We're real pleased to be here. Thanks for having us on your show.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much. Dave Spigelmyer. Dave is the Marcellus Shale Coalition chairman, talking about how this has reached the level of southeastern Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, what it means to you.